Alright, it is quite late and I am in my pajamas, but we're going to be playing a pretty cozy game. Let's take a look at it. It's called Storyteller. I found this one through my wife, actually, who I think found it on Twitter, perhaps. So according to her, and I'm not 100% sure, but I think that this has been in the works for a very long time. I think they just recently picked up a publisher, but this is a bit of a passion project, so let's take a look at it. The concept behind the game is pretty straightforward. So here is the tutorial version. You drag in one of these things at the bottom, and so, you know, if I drag this in, a lonely person finds love. So you have these little frames, and then you have these components. You're trying to mix them in an order that eventually plays out whatever, you know, the purpose of this story is. So we did first love. Let's do a broken heart. So story of a broken heart is much better than the story of a lonely heart. No. Okay, so we'll see. We gotta break a heart. So first, you gotta start with, oh, okay, a proposal. Okay, so these things here are like the scene settings, okay? So clearly we're gonna wanna propose first, and then kill somebody. Naturally. Who should be the... Huh. I wonder why they went with Albert and Juliet. But let's make Juliet sad. Do you get sad? Can we put you in the grave? There we go. Sorry, Juliet. But at least you're still alive. Now a healing heart. So now we have 3 frames. We've got a proposal, a grave, and we've got Edgar, Eleonora, and Ligeia. I don't know if that's how you pronounce that name, but we'll start with, let's start with a grave. And we'll say that Edgar lost Eleonora. Oh, I don't know, Eleonora. Okay, well, let's make you first know Eleonora. You propose, we kill Eleonora, you're so sad, then you meet Ligeia. Oh, propose again. Right to proposal, you don't even have to meet. You're just like, hey, you're in the church already? Let's cut to the chase. All right, now we're gonna have drama. And this one is now a 6-panel story. Okay, everyone heartbreaks. So, I guess we have a love triangle here. We have a revival now. We can resurrect. So let's do this. We start off first with these two getting married. Whoops. These two getting married. Then, once again, Eleonora going down. And then we're going to propose once again. And then we're going to have to revive Eleonora. You're back. You're back, baby. And now... Wait, everyone's heart breaks, so I've got to get these two. What happens if I put these two together again? Okay. And now we kill Ligeia. Okay, but so his heart has already broken. Once. And her heart has broken once, but Ligeia's just dead. I mean, we may have broken her heart physically, but not spiritually. And that's what we're after here. So what I think we're going to have to do is we're going to have to kill Edgar this time. So let's do that. And now, as I swap these two around, you see the chain of events takes place here, which is pretty cool. Now we're dealing with ghosts here, right? So now that she has had her heart broken once, we'll revive Edgar. And let's just have him propose. Can he just propose straight up? Like, oh, okay. So now we just have to kill her. So she wanted to propose to Edgar, but Edgar was like, I'm taken. Well, you're back on the market, Edgar. And that was chapter 1, Love and Loss. Now we're going to go into the Gothic tragedies. Just while I'm here, let's take a look at how much is included here. Okay, 4 to 11, 0 to 7. So we might have to actually do some before those are unlocked, but you definitely have access to, looks like 7 more of these. So my concern with a game like this is I love the detail, the fact that, you know, they take the time to do the little animations even for things that don't work, which is always a lot of fun. But the problem is going from demo, and I don't know how much development has gone into the game already, so I might be completely off base and it's about to release. But going from a demo to a finished project with something like this could be like a 10x factor of work, because there's just so much that goes into making sure that all of the little possible permutations, because I think that, you know, potentially you could have different ways of achieving the same goal. That's just a lot of work. There's no way around it. Anytime I learned the hard way doing Pop-Up Dungeon, we had a long story-driven campaign called Sweetwater, and basically you add one option here and you know, you do the branching paths, and eventually it just turns into this fractal infinity of options that you have to try to tie back together. And that's why it kind of feels disappointing sometimes when you're playing those, you know, even high production, big budget RPGs that give you the branching paths. They've got to bring them back together. Your actual decisions kind of have to end up working out the same way, and then you just get like one scene in the ending or something. That's just because the amount of work can balloon out ridiculously. The big problem is, if you're going to play the game once, you're missing out on like 99% of the work. So it's not very efficient. But that's neither here nor there. For this problem, we have to drinks poison out of Heartbreak. So first, we do this. Then we do this. And then, my dear Legera, you must drink your poison. Okay, so next up, we're going to Tragic Lovers. Double self-poisoning. Ah, okay. So, let's see. First we propose, get them to fall in love. Yeah. Who's gonna die first? Let's just go with Eleonora. And here, we're just going to poison Edgar. Happily drinks that. We revive Eleonora, only to, I think, cause her to die again. So then we bring this back up, and she's like, oh, my goodness. I don't know why. I hope I don't get resurrected again. This sucked. No, thank you. She canceled her subscription to the resurrection. So now we go into murder. And it's just a 3-panel. We've got the Baron. So, this is interesting. We've got only proposals and graves here. But the Baron has to murder Edgar. So, let's say that I first do this. Oops. I first do this, and then the Baron wants to marry, everyone wants to marry Eleonora. And she's like, no, thank you. I've got Edgar. And now am I gonna just put him in the grave? Yeah, okay. So we just buried Edgar for him after the act. Now a deadly drink. Baron murders Edgar. With a poison drink, perhaps? So let's do the first bit again, just to get the Baron angry at Edgar. Wait a second. Okay. That does work. Very progressive. Alright, and so we're going to now put the drink. Oh no, okay. So first maybe the poison and the Baron. Okay, yeah. He puts the poison into the bottle. And then the Baron has to serve the drink. Is that possible? Oh no, okay. So the drink looks like it's already poisoned. Can I just sit Edgar in there and he's dead? Oh wow. And I did it with two. So definitely there's some room for creative problem solving here, because I did it with 2 panels remaining. So stories can use fewer frames. Yeah, there it is. So chapter 3, Genesis. The Sega Genesis, I assume. Oh no, Adam and Eve. Okay, so Adam and Eve die. All right. Well, we don't have a serpent, but we have a tempt here. So let's just start with the garden. Let's put him in the garden. I don't know if we need to do that, but we'll do it anyways. Looks like she's missing a couple of leaves here. We'll put the hand over there so that she remains. Actually, I'm not going to be able to do that. So never mind. Just avert your eyes, children. Next, we'll tempt Eve, because that's what happens when you're Eve, apparently. And then we just cast judgment on Eve. Oh. And now let's just throw. Oh, okay. He's not been tempted yet. So wait a second. Can we do 2 at a time on the tempting? Ah, equal opportunity tempting. Oh, we got a little switcheroo. This time Adam takes the apple and says, "Hey Eve, check this apple out. It's pretty sweet, huh?" Well, now pay for it, both of you. Come on, God needs to be able to zap 2 people at a time. Forked lightning. Cast a chain lightning spell on these fools. All right, Dracula time. That's cool. What am I doing? Cured from vampirism. All right. So we have Mina and Jonathan. Well, are we curing Dracula? Or are we curing... No, we probably need to turn someone into a vampire. Let's turn Mina into a vampire. We'll set up a night. What happens? Oh, that was easy. She's a vampire. We'll put... What is the professor? Oh, okay. Do these 2 need to fall in love? Let's see if these 2 need to fall in love first. Aha. Okay, we got love. That might be a little bonus. Here we're going to move the professor over, because now we need Mina to get turned into a vamp, a lady of the night. And now Jonathan has to learn about stakes. And now we put Dracula into the crypt and Jonathan in there. And now, how's Mina doing? There we go. Cured. It's just that easy. Just stab a vampire in his sleep. Cures all of your vampirism. The Queen Marries. The Queen marries the Baron. So, I'm assuming this isn't gonna work. Nope. She's like, be off with you. I'm not interested, Baron. But what if I had a sweet disguise? Oh. I'm a crocodile? Maybe she's a furry. Let's find out. I think this means she's turned on, but maybe I'm reading the cues incorrectly. There's also a dungeon. This is getting a little too kinky. But let's see. We put her in, and the Baron is this evil dragon, has trapped her in the dungeon, and now she's in there. Oh, well, we gotta take the Yeah. Yep. We gotta take the dress, or sorry, the furry costume off so we can come back as a man. And now we've probably won her affection. Yep. Wedding trumpets are blaring. So, we've done that. Now what? And we've unlocked something? The Joker, or the Jester. 0 through 7. Ah, so now we're adding, like, extra challenges, maybe? It looks like. 2 hearts. Oh, okay. 2 heartbreaks. So now you have to get 2 heartbreaks within just 3 frames. So first off, we need to just do this. Yeah. Okay, so it's going to be a little harder, and that's why maybe there was extra frames in those, is because we're going to need those frames coming up. Afterlife Love. My goodness, does this mean that 2 of us have to be dead? Is that what it means? And I no longer have to fulfill... this is a question. Do I have to fulfill the previous requirement? Because otherwise, my dearest Edgar, you will die. Again. No, wait. You already died. We need to not resurrect Edgar. Instead, he's a ghost. And we'll just kill Eleonora. And there's Afterlife Love. It's just that easy. Yeah, we didn't even have to fulfill both. Maybe at some point you'll have to fulfill both of those requirements. That'll be tricky. So now with Tragic Lovers. And by the way, this is a really good idea. I'm guessing that this will be a recurring thing, but that way they can reuse the assets, because you know, obviously these are somewhat animated, and there's going to be a lot of permutations. So being able to reuse the assets and have to shuffle them back around another way to have another puzzle out of the same assets is a really good idea. That'll cut back on development time. And it looks like maybe at some point I might actually be able to use these as, maybe it's just decoration, but they might be arrows at some point. So now we need a double self-poisoning. What? Of the same person? So the person has to be resurrected and die again, is what I'm guessing it has to happen, right? So let's put Edgar through the ringer this time. Yeah. Actually, I think you could just do this. Let's find out. Oh no, we only have 2 of them. Okay, so this time we don't have Lagia. So I was going to have that first one be a spurned love. Can't do that. What we're gonna have to do is, he's heartbroken, drinks the poison, she comes back, and then can we just like resurrect? So we gotta resurrect Edgar and just bring him back. Have him be sad again. Yeah, just straight up, like, again, canceling his subscription to the resurrection. Okay. And then deadly drink. Baron steals spouse. Oh. Okay. Is it as easy as this? It is! I guess we'd done this, like, in a good way, so that set us up for a real easy win there. And now let's see what we got. Indigestion. Indigestion. Well, does that mean just having to eat too many apples? Is that what that is? Oh, she's gonna make a tummy shame. All right, so Dracula, Professor horrified at dead vampire. So, well, the vampire's dead. We're just gonna pop this in. And the professor. Oh, he's happy about that. So, oh, you know what I can do is this. There you go. Oh no, my dearest Mina. And the crown suitor. Dragon King. Ah. Will this work? Sure enough. Now he's the Dragon King. Very nice. And now we can proceed. Ah, end of the demo. So, unfortunately, we've come to the end of this, but it's just a very nice little puzzle game. Very chill, very cozy. The full version is coming soon with more character settings and surprises. So you can wishlist this on Steam. It's out now. And if you like what you saw, I'd recommend checking it out yourself. It's just fun to interact with. The pages are very nice. I love the animations. This is a no-nonsense, cut-to-the-chase kind of game. It's, like I said, it's got a lot of things that it's doing right as far as just making everything efficient from a developer's standpoint. But unfortunately, the permutations that could potentially arise from more elaborate puzzles could be a bit daunting. But yeah, give it a look.